Hello and welcome to this in-depth tutorial on URDG 758, specifically focusing on incomplete and electronic presentations. If you are involved in international trade, banking or guarantees, this video is for you. We will break down the key provisions and uniform rules for demand guarantees, that is URDG 758, that govern these presentations. So let's get started. Understanding incomplete presentations. Incomplete presentations occur when a beneficiary submits a demand under a guarantee, but it is missing some required documents. According to URDG 758 sub-article 14, an incomplete presentation is acceptable only if it clearly states that it will be completed later. However, it must be completed before the expiry of guarantee. Key points to remember here are: a guarantor cannot reject an incomplete presentation if it explicitly states that it will be completed later. The examination period, which is as per sub-article 20A, only begins once the presentation is complete. The beneficiary cannot claim that the guarantor took too long time to examine the presentation due to a delay in completion. If an incomplete presentation does not indicate that it will be completed later, it may be rejected within 5 business days as a non-complying presentation. Now let's see electronic presentations. With advancements in technology, electronic presentations have become more common. According to URDG 758 sub-article 14C, if a guarantee requires an electronic presentation, it must specify 3 key details. First one, the format, that is PDF, Swift message or other authenticated formats. Second, the system of data delivery, example Swift network or proprietary banking platforms. Third, the electronic address where the presentation should be sent. What happens if these details are not specified in this guarantee? Well, in that case, the beneficiary can submit documents in any electronic format that allows authentication, that means Swift message or any other kind. Alternatively, they can submit a paper copy instead. Now let's look at key considerations for electronic presentations as per ISDGP G84-90. The International Standard Demand Guarantee Practice or ISDGP provides additional guidelines for electronic presentations under URDG 758. The important considerations are: first one, digital versus electronic records. A digital record exists only in digitalized form. For example, Swift messages. An electronic record includes both digital record and scanned copies of physical documents. Second, Swift messaging rules. Swift message type must align with URDG 758 requirements. If a specific authenticated Swift message type is required, only that type can be used, unless it is no longer available, in which case an alternative may be used. Third and last one, proprietary banking platforms. Some banks provide secure online platforms for beneficiaries to upload documents. If such a system is used, the guarantee should specify the system name and version number. Now let's see the best practices for electronic presentations. Ensure the guarantee specifies the required format, system, and electronic address. If details are missing, use an authenticated electronic format or submit a paper copy. Verify Swift message type requirement before submitting. Also, for proprietary banking platforms, confirms the correct system and version. Now, what happens if a presentation is non-compliant? URDG 758 Article 24 provides clear guidelines on how a guarantor should handle this. Key steps in rejection process are: the guarantor must notify the presenter of rejection, specifying that the demand is rejected and each discrepancy that led to the rejection. Second, the rejection notice must be sent within 5 business days from the presentation. Failure to issue a rejection notice in time result in guarantor losing the right to claim that the demand was non-compliant. So let's wrap up with key takeaways from this tutorial. Incomplete presentations must explicitly state they will be completed later. Otherwise, they can be rejected with 5 business days. Electronic presentations must follow the format, delivery system, and address specified in the guarantee. If these are not provided, authenticated formats like SWIFT may be used. Non-complying demands must be rejected within 5 business days or the guarantor loses the right to object. Best practices are always check the URDG guidelines before submitting a demand. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more in-depth trade finance tutorials. Also, drop your questions in the comment below. We would love to hear from you.